until he gets nationality, and then he will be leaving this country. He's doing this for his children and himself in order to be able to get educated well, and they could live in a better place. He's also working as an Arabic teacher and also related to da'wah field. Is he allowed to take such decision, or this is against our religion? Jazakallah khair.
Well, jazakum. We spoke about this so many times and said that if a person comes from a Muslim country and migrates to a kafir country for the sake of getting their nationality and to obtain a passport, that this is haram. As Muslims, we honor our religion, our culture, and we do not compromise that by giving the oath and the pledge of allegiance to a kafir ruler and the kafir constitution and the likes. But going to that country to work and to get a degree and to make money, that's fine. The nationality issue involves the pledge to the queen or to the king or to the constitution of that kafir country. In addition to the dangers it has to your wife and children. If you come from a kafir country yourself, that's no problem, because your nationality or another nationality is both kafir countries. There's no problem in that. As people say that the Prophet ﷺ planted a tree on a person's grave and said, until this remains green, I hope he will be or he will not be punished. First of all, it's not about planting a tree. The Prophet ﷺ placed two twigs, two branches that were green over two graves, because he passed by these graves and he said they're being punished over something that is not so major. By Allah, it is major. One of them used to gossip among the people. And gossiping here is a namimah. So he used to listen to folks talking about other people, and then he goes to them and say, they said so and so about you, so that he would cause a clash and fighting. And the other one, the other grave, the man did not protect himself from urine while urinating. So the ricochet, if this is the right word to use, the deflecting urine coming back to his body and his clothes, and he doesn't pay attention to that. So he's being punished for that. Then the Prophet ﷺ placed two twigs, two branches, and he said, I pray to Allah that their punishment would be reduced as long as these twigs remain, or these branches remain green. Once they dry, it's over. My intercession would be over. Now, Abdul Hamid says, is it permissible for us to do the same, to plant a tree, to place a branch that is green on people's graves because the Prophet did that, alayhi salam? The answer is no, this is not permissible. One would say, why? Didn't the Prophet do it, alayhi salam? The answer would be as follows. One, did any of the companions afterwards did this to the graves of their friends and loved ones? The answer is no. Did the Prophet ﷺ ever do this to other deceased or people who were in their graves? The answer is no. Okay. Do we know whether my cousin or my brother or my uncle whom I had just buried is being tormented in his grave or not? I don't know that. Does the Prophet know? Definitely. It was a revelation and he knew. So how would we assume that my cousin, my brother, my uncle is being tormented in his grave? Who gives me this knowledge? She said, I don't know, but just to be safe rather than sorry, I'm going to place it. Placing such a branch would be an innovation, because this is a speciality of the Prophet ﷺ. He was given this intercession and he prayed to Allah to reduce their punishment until as long as it is green. Who gave you that indication that Allah would reduce their punishment, let alone, if not, to increase their punishment because of your action? Of course, this is something in the world of the unseen, al-ghayb, and we don't know. Hence, it would be a grave innovation to do this, and it's an innovation what people do when they visit the graveyard and they throw water on the grave, claiming that this would cool the grave down for the deceased. Why don't you install an air conditioner? Maybe that would even cool it more. All of these things are nonsense. These things are of the world of the unseen that has no connection to our world. So therefore we cannot claim things, act upon them, and innovate in the religion of Allah.